Hey guys, it's WootMoo, and today I have another video on a topic that I never ever really talked about to anyone or my friends or anything, and that was my Animal Jam life. So in this video I'm gonna be talking about the day I started Animal Jam until I got famous and everything, which is now. So yeah, that's gonna be the video. So let's get started. So basically, one day on November 25th of 2011, which is not the beta days, it was really close to the beta days, my friend and I were like calling each other like constantly, like we were like best friends, and she played Animal Jam. I was like, what game are you playing? And she was like, I'm playing a game called Animal Jam. I said, Animal Jam? And then I was like making fun of it and everything, and she said, actually, it's actually a pretty good game. Like, it looks babyish when you start it, but then it's actually really fun. It's like full of like teenagers and everything. I said, I guess I'll try it because, I don't know, I was really bored that day and I had nothing to do. So yeah, I pretty much like joined the game, and then I looked at the home screen menu and I started making fun of it. It was like the really old menu, so I went to the home screen that she told me about. It was called animaljam.com, and I went to it and then I was like making fun of it, how stupid it looked, like of all the animals and everything. And then so I started making an account and she started like giving me a tutorial of what you do. And so when I was getting the tutorial, I made this stupid outfit, which is like my main look, and I never really changed it. And so it was like these wolf eyes that I thought were like awesome and everything, and then it was like this plain black color and this teal color. I don't know, it's not teal, it's like cyan. So yeah, and so pretty much that was my outfit. And after a while, like, she was giving me a tutorial on what you do and everything, and she was like showing me her den, which got me like really interested in making dens. So I was like, oh my gosh, that looks so cool, I really want your Phantom statues, so give me them. And then she said no, and everything. Like, she wouldn't really give me anything. I was like, give me it please. And I was like a noob at this game, so I like begged for everything. And so then she eventually like gave me like a Phantom statue because she had like 2 of them. So I really wanted it because they were so cool, like the ones that are like really tall and glowy. And then that was like my first item, except for like the table and the carpet that they gave. And then so I started playing it, and then I started making like dens and everything, but they weren't as cool. And my old username was actually Mikey1209, and I can tell that some people actually recognize it. But yeah, then I started getting a membership. Like, I was like, Mom, can I please get a membership? I really want one. Like, I was like one of those beggars back then. Like, I always begged for everything. You know, I was like so immature and so stupid. So yeah, I got like a random membership, and I pretty much got like, so yeah, like once I got a membership, I started experimenting with items, like putting items on my wolf. So then I'm going to show you my next outfit. So this is my next outfit. It's pretty much like this orange stupid outfit, and then it was like, I traded for this random person. I traded this random person for their scary horns, and then I got like this blue sword and blue anklet things because blue was like my favorite color. And then I put like these scary horns on and matched it because I was still pretty picky, and I made sure everything matched perfectly, but these things did not match, honestly. I can't believe I put this outfit on, and it was so stupid. So then my wolf name was Incredible Future Wolf, and I thought that, like, that was like the best name ever, and I thought this is like the best outfit ever. But then people had like these things called like top hats and spike collars and everything. I was like, I want one so bad, but people were telling me like, you're too unrare for that, and you're so stupid, and nobody wants to be your friend because you're not rare. And I got a little upset of that, but I didn't really care because I was like a newbie, so I didn't really like chat. And that's when I got free chat. So I randomly went to my friend's den one day, and I said her name, and she's like, oh gee, how did you get that? So then, like, yeah. And ever since I got free chat, I started like getting like more involved with the game. And so after a while, I had free chat, and then yeah. So then that's when I started getting a little rare. I kept trading non-stop. Like, I was like the trading freak. And then I was like to my brother, imagine if we were like as rare as these people. And then there was like this guy named Pizza Drop, and I went to his den, and I was like, oh my god, imagine if I had a den like this. And and my brother was like, I would be so angry at you, and I would be so pissed off if you had a den like that. And then my brother started getting like these items like headdresses and spike collars and scary bat wings, just like, and the scary bat wings were actually really rare, like one of the rarest items, and he actually had them. I was like, I really want that stuff. So then I started collecting gen betas, and so yeah, I was like, I should make a collage, because I was like getting like these train set things and open signs, and then I started making a den where I collided all my items together, which created like that really big den. And now that's that really small house with like all my items in it. And so I don't know what to say, because a lot of things happened in that period, and I start like these things called like royal blankets and flags were out, and I was getting those from like really newbie people. So like I'll give you an example. I found this random person which had a flag, and he was from the beta days. And I've met a lot of people from the beta days, and I kept seeing like people with like the member clothing with numbers, but I didn't know that numbers can wear those, and I didn't know what a beta player is. But I didn't overreact. I didn't go like, oh my gosh, how are you having that items and everything. But yeah, so I traded this random person. I was like, my flag for your flag, and then he said okay, and then I traded him my flag, like the flag from the flag shop, and I got the flag. It was like the brown flag, and I said, oh my OMG, thank you so much. And then I left, and then I was like so happy, and then people were like offering me and adding me for the flag, so I traded it for like a top hat, and then I started getting more flags, and then they eventually came out, as well as well, no, that didn't come out yet, but then this I got kind of rare, and I was getting like super rare, so the 4 items that I mainly had were an eyeball hat, a blue spike collar, brown top hat that had like the pink stripes, and blue headdress. So I collected those items, and those are like my favorite items in the entire game. And there was like this person named Conland56, I think, and he had like all the top hats like solid blue, and I really wanted it, and I kept saying like, my top hat for yours, and he said no. And then he's calling me like an unrare person and everything. So I was like to my brother, imagine if we were like as rare as him, and as popular as him. And he said, I don't even know what we would do. And so there was this weird error in the Animal Jam system where it was resetting the items back to the last journal. It was like when the horse derby came, like the next day, every single trade was getting like reset back to the last journal, and you will have your same items as from that time. Like if it was like April and you had like a spike collar, and then you traded, and then in May you got like 4 spike collars, and then the journal will just reset, and you'll have your 1 spike collar again. And then every time when you traded, you get the same item. Like once you reloaded the page, you get the same item again. And like none of the trades were complete. It was like a weird reset glitch, and I'm surprised nobody really remembers it. But a lot of people who remember it had already quit this game currently. But yeah, so this is how I pretty much got rare. Nobody really believed me, but I never really talked about it. And it was when I was like, I wonder what happens if I send this stuff to my storage account, and then refresh my page, and then send it back. So I sent my top hat, blue spike collar, headdress, and eyeball hat to my storage account. Well, no, it wasn't a blue, because I had a red long collar, and I did the red long collar instead. I sent them all to my storage account, and then I sent it back. No, I reloaded my main account, and I was like, oh my god. And then I had a top hat on my storage account and my regular account, and I was like, oh gee, I can't believe I just duplicated my items. So I sent them back, and they were stuck in my Jamagrams. I kept clicking like keep, but it wouldn't work. And then I finally clicked keep on the item again, and it finally went into my inventory, and I had to do the same for like all 4 items. And so yeah, then that's when I finally registered, and I had like 2 of every item. And I was like, I tried to do it again, but it didn't work, because that's when they patched the glitch. And like they booted us all offline. So then I started getting like rares and everything, and that's when I met this girl named Sunshine Dracolove. And she had like so many rares. She knew how to get into beta accounts, and she cracked them all the time and got like top hats and everything from them, and like beta eyes and everything. She had like all those items. And so she was like my best friend. Like we're not really good friends, but then after a while we were like really close friends, and like we're pretty much like AJ lovers, and we play like every single day with each other. And then so all of a sudden she started like giving me her rares, and I was like, oh my god, thank you so much and everything. And like I felt as if I was using her, but I didn't know. So that's when I made this outfit, and it was like a regular like weird outfit, and it's when like the leap year thing came out, and I had like this elf tail and no, I didn't have the elf tail yet, but I had the wings, the bat mask, and a red spike collar. It's not a black though, and a green one. And so I had the same exact one from like a really long time ago, because I still like the color. And so like I got like literally so rare, and then I started like getting like a lot of top hats and everything, and I made like other outfits for the top hats, but I'm showing my main looks right now. And that's when Elf Tails came out, and I traded like a founder's hat and a pink top hat and other rares for it, and they accepted, and I got so unrare again. And then she started giving me more items because she felt sorry for me. And then eventually one day I met this girl that was friends with my brother, and then like we had like a good and then bad relationship. Like I didn't really want to go into detail, but the relationship did not work, and then I didn't really like her. And then so yeah, then that's when my friend got even closer. My real Sunshine Draco Love got even closer with me, and we're really good friends. And then that's when I randomly ran into this person that had a blue top hat. So I had a striped blue top hat from Sunny, and a black top hat that I think I got for myself. I don't know which one I got for myself. And then I traded my striped blue and my black top hat and my cream worm for the blue top hat, and they accepted. So they wanted to trade back a couple days later, and I said no. And that's when Visual Effects started calling me a scammer. And even though a trade is a trade, and even if you contact Animal Jam saying that the person won't trade back, they'll just say the same exact excuse. A trade is a trade, and once you accept it, you can't just trade back, because it's the other person's decision as well. So I got to keep my top hat, but Visual Effects hated me. But then he eventually liked me again, and we didn't really become friends, but we just became friends again. But we weren't like, yeah. So that's when I got a tan top hat, and then from this girl named, I don't know what her name is, but I think it was like Nicole or something like that. I don't know. And I also had a red top hat, and I almost got a Milky Tiara for my red top hat, but I declined because everyone said it wasn't fair. And yeah, so that's basically until my birthday came, and the day after my birthday was when top hats came out, which pretty much ruined me. But I still had a lot of Dame betas that kept me rare, and I got really upset because I got like every single color besides solid black, because I traded all my solid blacks for other colors. And so yeah, I got really upset, and I pretty much cried. But then I got angry at the same time. And then, so yeah. But then I found out that you can actually change your username, because this girl named Quiet77, and I don't know if anyone knows her, but yeah, she was a little famous. And then there's like this guy named Crazy Come Back Soon, and he had like all the Free Wings when they were rare. And Free Wings came back in as well before that. And so yeah, he was pretty much banned because he was a big scammer. But anyways, so then I became a non-member, and for a long time, and then that was when Dens offered me a membership, and I was like, okay, thank you. And then yeah, Dens and I were like really good friends, and until he gave me the membership. And apparently there was more people involved with it, and that we're gonna share all my mirrors, but I'm not gonna explain it because it might a little people watching is upset. He gave me the membership, and he switched my dashboard, and he failed to hack me because they tried to get me on Feral Heart to distract me while they took my rares and everything. But I noticed that I got logged out, and I kept logging back in and everything. And I was like having a login battle, just like with WootMoo with my squad, but it was with Dens and everything. And my brother and I switched all my rares to a storage in time, and then they only got a couple of rares, but I didn't think it mattered. But I wanted to get all my items like founders and rhinos and everything off the account. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened. And then I started getting even more rare, and I became a non-member, and I became a non-member again because the Animal Jam had to remove the membership, and now my dashboard can't be switched. It's pretty much like locked, and my account can never be switched for any purposes whatsoever, and so it's locked on my dashboard forever. So that's pretty much a safe thing. And then I always had like a storage account, and that got hacked all the time. But it had like my bad stuff like beta TRs and stuff, and when beta TRs and blankets weren't rare. But then, whatchamacallit, that's when I got hacked a second time. It was out of randomness, and that's when like GTA 5 came out, and I got obsessed with GTA 5, and that's what moved me away from Animal Jam. And then that's pretty much when people started calling Animal Jam for items, and this is when 2014, by the way. And this is when I was like super rare, and that's when people started going to my den, because people noticed how rare, but before the calling and everything, people, I'm gonna go back a little bit, saying how I became famous a little bit, because my den kept getting features on Epic Den list, and some people were making videos on how rare my den was, and how it was rarer than Pizza Drop and everything, and I was apparently the rarest person in the game, and because I had like all den betas and like every single good item, not like beta items or anything, but I still had really good items, and that's how I became popular and everything, and people wanted to hack me and everything, just for my den betas and everything. So yeah, that's pretty much how I became famous. But I wasn't as famous as what I was now. So yeah, that's when Animal Jam started giving away items to everyone, and that's what made me rare again. And I got like a Tantiki mask again, out of like the randomness, because this girl had it, and then I traded like a couple things for it. But then I got into like this fight with this person, and he and a couple other people, which I'm not going to say, hacked my storage account again, as always, because I'm always hacked. And yeah, so then that's when I got another Tantiki for that really under trade from that person, UJSD or something like that. You can watch that if you want, but it's not really important anymore since Tantikis are so low now. And then that's how I got rare again, and then that's when Mighty Squad came and hacked us all again. But then I was like too busy with kittens to really care, but I still really cared a lot about my items. And then that's what pretty much brings us really close to the present day, and where I began to get a little rarer than, not a little rare, but began to build up my reputation where I am now. So I never really want to leave this game because I love it too much, and I care about like everyone that I have like a reputation, and I don't want to ruin it by just leaving everyone. So I don't even know if I would leave or not, but I would consider quitting, but I guess I would consider leaving, because when you say quit, it sounds all dramatic and nobody really cares. But yeah, so that was pretty much my Animal Jam life. I know I skipped a couple of things, but I wanted to make this kind of short because this is like really long. It's probably like 20 minutes now, but still. So I would like to thank you guys for listening to my story if you made it this far, or if you cut the entire video and just made it to this part. If you want to make a video about your Animal Jam story, I would like to hear it. So yeah, thank you for watching guys, and I'll see you in my next video.